Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 82. My name is Meg and I will be your host. You're joining me on a very cold Frederick day and I have lots to share with you. This is a knitting podcast. If you're new, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. It is so good to have you guys. There has been a lot of tidying in this room since the last time you saw it, so ta-da! Look, there's floor. I'm very excited. You're joining me in the yarn room, the office, the creative space, my brain, and it's all very, very fun. So, there are no knit-alongs going on for me personally at the moment, but I have received some prizes that people have sent as giveaways. So, one I wanted to mention that came a little bit ago, and I did not get to say it, I'm sorry. Georgianne from Stitching Plaza, there's her tag, had sent a Christmas bag, and her first package got lost, which was really a shame because she does such beautiful work, and I don't know what happened to it. I really, really, really hope that it gets back to her. But she sent a gorgeous bag, so I will be going back to the Christmas thread from the Bad Wolf Girl Christmas in July, and I will be pulling a few more winners. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to make a separate video where I will just announce your names, or if I'll just message you directly. Either way, if you keep a look on the Instagram, which you can find right down below, or if you check up here on YouTube, clearly you would see a video if I post it. And if you would like to hit the subscriber button, the bell is somewhere down there, maybe? It's very weird because it's a little bit backwards. But yes, so we're also joined by my ridiculous co-host who is on the floor eating her own leg. I think she is growing pains right now. And that is Gypsy, who is a German short-haired pointer. And if you follow my Instagram, there are a lot of puppy pictures. So if you're good with yarn and you're good with puppies, you probably would like my Instagram. Today I am drinking coffee. It is just regular pumpkin coffee, but I have done, I don't know if you can see it, froth in the cup, and I am drinking out of my Washington. Yeah, Washington. It's really good. What I like to do is add milk and the creamer together and froth them, so the whole froth tastes so sweet and beautiful. Oh, I love it. Oh yeah, so pumpkin today, so if you want to grab a beverage to join me, I have a lot to share with you. I am wearing a finished object, not from this week, but from a while ago, but I just blocked it again last night, gave it a nice wash, threw it over my air dryer all night, and it is beautiful. So, this is a sleeved version of my sea glass top. My sea glass cup is coming out in like 11 days, Halloween. I'm releasing it for Halloween. I'm very excited. It's got this gorgeous lace patterning on the bottom. It fits around your bust and then goes into significant ease. I can stand a little bit so you can see. Just nice ease, swing top. I absolutely, whoa! And there's Gypsy. I just sat on the dog. Okay, all right, you can't see her. Okay, off. Please off. All right, I'm sitting down anyway. Oh, sharing my chair with the dog. It's not working. And I have knit this out of my Hagrid colorway. Hagrid, I don't know if is currently available in the shop, but I would be super happy to dye it for anyone who would wish it. I also have some tweed. If you want to see how it looks on tweed, you can check Simply Serving's Instagram. She knit a gorgeous pair of socks with Hagrid in tweed, and she was super happy with it. Haha, got the chair back. Where's the dog? Oh, there she is. But yes, so this is the 75-25 base. 75-25 base, which I need to order more of. And this is the sleeved version, so typically it just goes into a racer back and no sleeves, but this one I wanted a little bit cozier so you can see the racer back, but it has cap sleeves on it, and they're just glorious. I'm still writing up that bit of the pattern. Cap sleeves are something I had been winging, and now that I need to put it into a pattern, it needs to be right. I can't just be like, everybody just wing it. So, so. What are you doing, Missy? Let's go with FOs, actual FOs. Not old FOs, but new FOs. So on my styrofoam head, this may look like an old FO. I know, but it's actually new. I had started this hat and realized that it was too small for my sister-in-law's head, so I stopped working on it. I cast on a different needle with other yarn and knit her hat and finished that and everything. But this one is the original small hat that I did not finish. So this is the quick ombre hat pattern on Ravelry, and this is how I've been practicing my color work and my tension and everything, and I think I got a lot better by the end of it, actually. I'm using the Knit Picks. Ooh, okay, Knit Picks. Nope, that's the Stroll Glimmer tags. I don't think I still have them. It's Sport, and I think it's maybe a Dove Heather color. Looks like this. And the green is Eagles Green. It's Spruce, which is kind of like a teal emerald green. And I am using a pom-pom that I got on Amazon that just clips. So I sewed the clip on and then, yep, pom-pom. So this is a future family hat. Pat and I want a family eventually. This will fit on a kid's head, so I don't have any kids, but I really want to keep it. So I'm gonna just hang on to it because it'll come in handy eventually, and we'll always be Eagles fans because that's where we were raised. So anyway, Eagles ombre hat. I have been making these. I made 2 for my sister-in-laws. I think I'm gonna make an ombre cowl for my brother-in-law because he doesn't really wear hats, and then I am going to make one that looks just like this for his girlfriend Jamie, who is a sweetheart. We love Jamie. So that'll be one more thing, but like I think I knit most of this hat in one day. The ribbing takes the longest bit because I do a folded brim where I attach it in there. I also redid my nails. It's all Dip Sparkling Co. on Amazon. So fun. Gypsy wants to go outside. Yeah, I absolutely love it. So this was my first FO, and I actually cast on for another in the same yarn, and this one will be Jamie's. I was gonna make this into the Anders on top hat, but then I decided that I needed a lighter gray and a whiter mohair. So I put an order in for that with the rest of my yarn, and I dyed this up. This is the original Patronus colorway. Looks like this. Yeah, really love it. So it'll be this like white gray, and I'll have white mohair, and it'll be just glorious, but I love, love, love this pattern. I've made three now. Oh, somebody walked in front of our window. Bald head. And so it looks like that off mannequin. Super love. And then my second object you have never seen because it is brand new. Where's my bag? Oh, there it is. I see it. I caked up a skein of my yarn habits that I had traded for. Excuse me. This is Gypsy. That I had traded for when I went to a trunk show in Virginia Beach. And yeah, it was a really fun time, and she was just wonderful. So, Gypsy, go in. I have since caked up my first skein. I hadn't caked up any yet. I have 2. And this is Yarn Habits. In the DK Cashmere, it did not have a colorway name. So I think these were just ones that she had dyed up for the show. You know, probably playing in the dye pots, made as much as she could. Excuse me. Made as much as she could. I'm talking too fast. And this is the Aqua Mohair from Knit Picks. Pretty sure. And I used, I mean, quite a bit, but not all of it for this hat. I'm gonna just tuck that in there again. I have to recake this so it's a little bit tighter. And I was using my Pearl and Plum Studio bag. It was the first bag I'd ever bought myself. Memories. Yep, Pearl and Plum Studios, so pretty. She did a beautiful donation a year or two ago to the podcast, which was nice. They also have a podcast, Bugger. It's an audio podcast. Keep calm and carry yarn, I am pretty sure. I will be linking Pearl and Plum Studios below the video, so you should be able to get to their podcast if you so wish to check out another audio podcast. So this is in my favorite hat pattern, which I really need to write up because I use it a lot and it would be nice to have it written down for me later on when maybe I haven't made one in a while and I forget. But I just do 2x2 rib, I fold the brim, and this brim I had put a poll out on Instagram asking should I use mohair in the brim, and literally it was 50-50. I'm like, you guys are killing me here. So I did both. I did not do it on the inside. I started it a couple inches in because I was just dying to use the mohair. Molly of Homespun House did answer me, and she said that she didn't find her mohair brims scratchy, itchy, ticklish, anything weird. So she was like, go for it. So at that point I had already knit a little bit and I was like, I'm going in. So it does fold in ever so slightly, so I guess it kind of touches my ears, but mostly the DK cashmere, which DK cashmere is on my ears. And then you can see how much it changes the coloring. Like, it's like a lot darker on the inside. But this gorgeous halo, yeah, gorgeous halo, love, sorry. And another Amazon pom-pom. I was so cross because I had sewn the wrong snap clip to the top of the hat, so this pom-pom wouldn't attach, and I didn't understand why. And then last night I had a thought, I was like, what if it's the wrong clip? So I went through my bag, which is my Gryffindor Kitties bag from Lila Styles, and or House Kitties, they all have house scarves. And I was like, are there different clips? And there was a whole different bag of clips. So I got a larger clip, took off the one that I had, put on a new one, and now I have the pom-pom that I wanted on there. I also have an aqua pom-pom, but the gray just is the contrast that I needed for it. It's pretty big, which I like big pom-poms. And I've been wearing this to the park when I take Gypsy and I throw the ball for an hour. So the mohair has been warm, my ears haven't been cold. I haven't felt overly sweaty because it has been really chilly here, like 50s, 60s. But yeah, so she's just been, you can see how much bigger my hat is compared to the one I just took off. It's got a lot more slouch back here, and this is my favorite hat pattern, so I just use it for everything, and it fits my head really well. I probably could go 4 stitches less if I wanted to with something like this. The DK cashmere had a little bit of a thicker weight, so I could probably go 4 stitches less, but I mean, it fits me well, and I like it. So yes, this is my second FO, and I'm actually going to take this off because I don't want to stretch out this ribbing. I don't really want to stretch out this ribbing either, but this looks so cute on the hat. It just like, just love it. It's just so, it's so cute. Yeah, you can see how much tighter that is. And there's no slouch back here comparably. I also did a more rapid increase because I was planning on it being a child's hat. So I wanted a little bit of a faster increase, or decrease, sorry, decrease, a faster decrease. But this is just so cute on my table here. So I'm just gonna put her back there again. And this is what I'm working with. I've got the gray from Knit Picks, and I'm using the spruce. I have more of this. I have one more ball. I think I might order another one because I have been using it, and I don't think it's a bad buy if you're gonna use it. Glorious. But yes, I've been loving this hat. It's so soft. I can see why people love the no frill sweater with mohair, because this is so soft. And I can imagine that it would just be like so warm and cozy. But I don't run hot, but in sweaters I like being cold, especially hand knit ones, because I don't want to sweat in them. Like, ugh, I have to like hand wash them every time. So I prefer not to be sweating in these sweaters. Yes. So I guess that brings me to my first work in progress. I haven't worked on this since I cast it on. I will be doing a folded brim. I debated on mohair, but I didn't do it on the girls, my sister-in-laws, so I'm not going to do it on Jamie's either. And I have my little snowball here from Simply Serving. Oh my gosh, he's cute. I love him. My little snowball. And so that will be my work in progress this week, I think. Another work in progress that you have seen, but I have done a chunk on. Let's see, so when I left you, I had just gone to the Knot House for the first time. I didn't make it this last week. My parents-in-law were here, and so they took us out to dinner for our 2-year anniversary, for our wedding, and it was just really nice. We had a great dinner. That was what we did. They were on their way to Tennessee or something for a wedding, so they just stopped for dinner and didn't stay. So I just left you, and I had finished at, and then I had started a little bit more. So, you tell me where you were. Where were we here? Have I done a lot more? Feel like I have. So this is my moving progress keeper, which is a little astronaut by Simply Serving. And I've gotten all of these done, so it's pretty good. I got like a foot of knitting done on that end, and then I'll squish it the other way. Squish it the other way. So I got like 2 feet of knitting to do here. So I am alternating my Polyjuice Potion and Mr. Darcy colors for this. And I think that maybe you saw it down here. So I got, you know, this much done. And I really only did that in about 2 days, because you can see two keepers. So day 1 is Charm to Charm, day 2 is Charm to Charm, and I guess day 3 was the starting, but I didn't do much after that. Pat really likes it, which is good because it's his. It's been going. It's, the pattern is The Smooth Move by Stephen West, and it's very mindless and awesome. I love that. Once you get like the idea of how the pattern's gonna work, you just do that repeatedly. Chelsea would love this because she's a garter queen. This is garter queen right here. So yeah, I have faded 3 times, which you can see better on this side. So this was Darker Darcy and Polyjuice Potion. This is just Dark Darcy. This is Light Darcy and Polyjuice Potion. You can see the difference. And I said it looked a little bit like a hurricane. It does. But I am enjoying it. And I think it'll be, you know, a nice... He just likes neutrals more than I do. I don't know. Anyway, it has been working up, and I have been working on it. I was going to take it to the Knot House, and like, hopefully everyone would be like, ooh, look how much progress you made. Probably not. Anyway, but I was going to be proud of me for working on it all night, and then that Tuesday we didn't go. I didn't go. But that's okay. That's okay. Because I worked on something else. Well, for one, I knit this entire hat, which didn't take forever, maybe 3 days on and off. Finished that hat early in the week. Dyed yarn. So fun. I don't think I had my faculty minis the last time we spoke. So, what I am working on right now, I have more FOs, but I'm gonna show them with my shop stuff. So this is Malabrigo in the 141 Dewberry colorway. Dye lot, doesn't matter, no. So this was from Woolwinders, Malabrigo sock, 440 yards, 8 stitches per inch, US 1 to 3 needles. I'm working on a 6. Well, I say that. I was working on a 6, and then I went down to a 5, 4, a 5, 4. I had a 5 on one needle and a 4 on the other. I lost one of my 5s. Anyway, so this is the Dewberry. I think that's pretty accurate. This natural light at the window is just glorious. Glorious! Yeah, so Dewberry, really pretty. Loving. And, not to spoil, I started knitting, so this is the swatch that it looks like. Now, as you know, I designed this, so I sat down, pen and paper, wrote down what numbers I needed for my bust size, wrote down how many stitches I needed for the chart I wanted to do, wrote down the ease I wanted it to have, how many inches I wanted it to be across the shoulders. I knew I was going to do cap sleeves again because I really liked how they fit. So all this stuff, and I worked it all out. That took about 2 nights to design the pattern and write out the numbers I needed. And I don't want to give away the pattern too much because I am going to release it. So I'll just show you the back. You can kind of see it. Yeah, you can. So I have this adorable chart that I drew and colored, and I'm going to be releasing it. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. Some things didn't knit up the way I thought they were going to, which is always an adventure. And I also, let's use the yarns. To do the chart, I had been, so every night falling asleep, I've been thinking about this sweater. Do you ever have that? Like, thinking about this sweater. So this is my Herbology colorway that had a nice bleed out green. Typically I don't like it when the yarn doesn't, the dye doesn't stay where it's supposed to, but this turned out so pretty. Has this like greenish Herbology, which I had in a mini, and honestly I could have used this with the amount that I used, but I want to knit Herbology socks, so I'm not that mad. I am using Knit Pick Stroll Black in the original Glimmer. I don't know if I love the Stellina that they're using now. Black. The Malabrigo Purple. Sorry, I got really close to the camera. And this is, oh my word. I'm so sorry. Hedgehog Fibers Copper Penny. Which is an orange that I've had set aside for some pumpkin socks for a while. But again, how much do I hate Hedgehog Fibers? Base. Their sock base. It splits. It's thin. It doesn't have squish. It's great for tank tops if you want a lot of drape though. Let me tell you, it's gorgeous. But I chose it anyway because it was like the only orange that really spoke to what I wanted. I didn't want this to be as bright as the highlighters that I had been coloring with. I didn't want it that bright, and I didn't even want it this bright. You can see it better here. This bright. I didn't want it this bright. I wanted it a little bit more muted where the lime would stand out, and then, so there's my colors. And yesterday I knit all the color work because I got obsessed. I started at, well, I finished the top in the morning. I took Gypsy out to the park. I knit a square. I came back. I showered. I started dinner, cleaned the jog, and then I sat down and I joined under the arms, and I did 1, 2, 3 rows under the arms. And then I started the color work maybe at 4, and I finished the color work at midnight. I'm not saying that it was smart, but I regret nothing. I had a blast doing it. So I'm just going to kind of show you real quick. This is the back. This is the front, which I blocked out. I blocked just the front. I Febrezed it so that you would be able to see the pattern. Da, 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 da. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh. So there are mistakes. My little cross design did not work out on most of them. I don't think I had enough stitches. So they're just kind of like little orange flecks. I'm learning. It's fine. Also, the hedgehog fibers is thinner, so I felt like it didn't plump up as much as it could have. And I'd probably add more space in between the upper design and the stems, but I feel like I nailed the bottom zigzag. Like, my color work got so good by the end. And some of the, like, I missed stitches here and there. Oh, it's riddled with mistakes, let me tell you. But they're so cute. They're so cute. So, this is about how it fits. So it goes just along this line, right underneath where the join is. I couldn't be happier, honestly. Like, I probably could, because I could have done it right all the way around, but for my first color work project, sweater, design, chart. Guys, I'm so proud of myself. Is that okay to say? Like, I don't want to be like tooting horns, but like, I'm so proud of me. And I feel like we are entitled to be proud of ourselves, right? Like, we're entitled to that. We shouldn't always have to be like, oh, I can't, I shouldn't. No, I'm so proud of me. I did this in one night, and I drew it and designed it, and it's not perfect, but it's mine, and I did it, and I'm so happy. And wouldn't it be cool if I could wear this for Halloween? Aren't I crazy? I'm crazy. I'm absolutely batty, and I don't care. I am going to pick this up today and just work on the body. This was, how many rows have I done in? 20 rows of color work plus 3, so it's only 23 rows underneath the arm, and I would say I probably want 30 before I increase, though it was a little bit, no. I'm gonna start my increases, the ones that I do on my sea glass top, so I'm gonna have a nice little like A-line shape that will go away from the body. But yeah, so there it is. Just, I'm so proud of me. Yeah, and like this like creepy purple. Oh, want my hair that color? So cool. These little pumpkins. Oh my gosh, guys, all right. Who's outside, Jess? There's people just walking along outside. Whole family. That is now. I have small children. Gypsy, stop. Yep. Whole Asian family just walking around outside, staring in my window. Cool. Okay, moving on. Gypsy, stop. That's enough. Anyway, let's hope she goes back to bed now. Oh, like blushing. Jesus. Gyps, you're the worst. You're the absolute worst. But yeah, so this is what I worked on, and I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait to just get this back. Not even on the needles. All my, like, tails and stuff, I just cut really long ones because I wasn't sure how much I'd need to weave it in. So show us your floats. Show us your floats. Not terrible. Better on the green than the orange, but I think that's because the green is thicker. Not terrible, honestly. Pretty proud. Okay, so that was my like literally dream sweater, because I had been dreaming about it for nights and nights and nights and nights, where like how would I connect things, and how many stitches would I need, and what would I do with this, what would I do with that. Like, yeah. Also, can I say how much I love my interchangeable set? Because what I've done is I've just connected the cords, and now I'm just going to unconnect them after the podcast, put my 6 back on, and start knitting. I was able to just connect the cord, pull it through, show you everything, because this would have been kind of hard to, like, that's how it was looking, like, a little crazy. But yeah, I'm so proud of me. But I just thought that this was a perfect Halloween combination. Love it. So I actually was thinking of dyeing up kits. So when I'm done, I'm going to weigh all the cakes and see how many grams, and if the minis would be enough to do it, then I would just dye like minis of the 3 you would need for color work, and I'm using 3 skeins, possibly. I think 1 for sleeve and 2 for body. I don't know. But this is just 1, and I have to cake up at least 1 more because I will try the helix knitting, I think it's called, with the alternating the strands in the middle. And it was Nikki from Tea and Possibilities that was doing the helix knitting. That, like, it was so much, no, Grace from Catnip Podcast. Somebody was knitting in the round, and they had, you know, the seam when you alternate, and then they did this helix knitting, and the seam is like seamless. It's not there. The spine is not there. So I really, really want to get more information on that. So in the meantime, I've been taking the dog to the park every day, and as I throw the ball, I throw it with the chuck it, and then I knit, and then she brings the ball back, and I pick it up with the chuck it, I throw it again, and I knit. So I have been making swatches for you so that you can see how all of the new ones knit up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 of this batch, and I will be dyeing up the batch again, so they will be slightly different because every time you dye them, they're slightly different. Personally, I think they get slightly better every time because you get into a groove. But anyway, did I show you these? Maybe I did. Yeah, I did. So you saw these. These are coming out next Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. So that's whatever time New York is, that's me. We have Trelawney, Flitwick, McGonagall, Dumbledore, and Pomfrey. Perfect fall winter set. And this is the 5th installment in my Build Your Own Advent calendar, which I've done for myself. Excuse me, as I pop off screen for a second. Sorry. So in my fresh egg whites, I have wrapped all of my minis, so I can't see them anymore. This is how I'm gonna forget what the colors, like what order they went in. I set them up all in an order that I wanted, and now I'm just going to I start at the top corner and I work my way. So I'll open it. I think I can start a little bit before Christmas. I think I start on Thanksgiving, and I made enough because there's like 30 in here. 2.5 dozen. There's 2.5 dozen in here, so very excited. Yeah, like 30. There's like 30 minis in here, and those minis are not in here because I set them aside. But yeah, so if you want to copy me, that's a fun way to keep them safe until you're ready. And if you want them to be in a certain order when you put them in your blanket, but you don't want to remember them, you can always do that. I'm also going to put the Christmas at Hogwarts minis back up for Christmas. So November 1st or so, I'm going to start putting the Christmas colorways back up. So if you missed out on Dobby socks, I'm going to be making sock sets for Dobby socks. And they go quickly. So when you see it, jump on it, okay? So let me start. This is not part of that 5 set. This goes with the Gypsy skein. So this is Gypsy. My brown bled a little bit. So typically the white is perfectly white. Mine's a little muddled, but it's my skein. So I have a 50-gram skein. This is the mini that goes with it. Quite a few Gypsy kits have gone. Thank you so much, guys. And this is the Gypsy colorway. This is the Gypsy colorway because this is the first color we bought her. It's this color. Next up is McGonagall. Flitwick, who is going to be released in full skeins. I'm going to make a version for full skeins. Dumbledore. Now this one changed a little bit in the second batch. There's a little bit more purple, there's a little bit brighter blue, but this is the first 10. Madame Pomfrey. That's a dog yawn. And Trelawney, which is also going to be released in full skeins. And I have my little Gypsy Progress Keeper on here. This is from Simply Serving. She made me a Christmas puppy, a Halloween puppy. I think I said Christmas last time too. I keep meaning to maybe paint the face brown so it would match Gypsy, but I just keep forgetting. But yeah, so every day that we've gone to the park, I've knit 1 square. Takes me like an hour because I'm throwing a ball at the same time. My hands are freezing, but I've made the first row on my Cozy Memories for my family that doesn't exist yet. I'm like all about getting ahead of myself. Excuse me. Gypsy's trying to eat the tassels. I'm all about getting ahead of myself because I want to knit all of the Lally Lala crochet projects. I want to crochet them all so that my kids can play with them. My kids that don't exist yet. Like, that's where I am. I'm a weirdo. Anyway, so this is the first in my like all personal yarn blanket. I got the idea from Chelsea, who's knitting one for Lily. No. Name's not Lily. Anyway, I don't know where I got that. Anyway. This is the set, and I'm very excited about it. So if you are kind of partial to these colors, I would snatch them up. There will be 25. I have to order more minis, but 25 is the plan. The first 20 will come with a little castle charm, and the last 5 will have a different magical charm. TBD. I will make it happen, though. Everyone will get a charm. That will happen. Yes. So I'm absolutely loving these. I'm very tempted to keep knitting on it. Like, so my newest color that I got is Trolley Witch. Which I really love. I cannot wait to knit this into socks. So I'm not sure what my, like, I might like hold it with a red. Yeah, I think a red or an orange. Yeah, I think an orange would be really pretty too. Like, yeah, bingo. An orange would look really pretty with Trolley Witch. So Trolley Witch is now available on regulars, Twisty Sparkle, Sparkle, all dyed to order. I am so excited. I want to make socks out of this so bad. So bad, Jeps. Yeah. Oh, I love it. So this is the newest color, and I really want to knit this into the blanket now, but I planned 6, sorry, my nails got a tear in it and I keep catching on my sweater. 6 across because that's what my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 across is my egg cartons. So to do the egg cartons in order, I need 6 across. So if I add another row on, I need 6 of my personal colors in order, and ones that I haven't stowed away, which is a little bit tough. I do have this pink, which is Madame Puttyfoot, that I could use. I don't think I packed Gypsy because I sold my set. So I could put Gypsy in. I could put Trolley Witch in. So that gives me, oh, and I think I could put this one in because I didn't ball this either. So that would give me 4 out of 6. So I need 2 more colors. And they'd have to be brand new because that would ensure that they aren't in the blank. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe Mr. Darcy. Because I don't think I balled that off. That would be 5. So now I'd only need 1 more. I might end up doing another row. I might. And then put it aside for my Thanksgiving cast on. Tabby and Rachel were doing their podcast, and I love these two together too. You see this? Tabby and Rachel were doing their podcast. That's Hey Sister Podcast. And oh, chips. That's Hey Sister Podcast, and they had answered something, and the person said that they always do a Thanksgiving cast on after they eat dinner and clean all the dishes. They cast on something new, which just sounded so fun. So that sounds really fun, but I think what I would want to do is something small because I have a lot of projects on the needles right now. So these little guys, you know, an hour throughout the day. I'm sorry, she's being so vocal. An hour throughout the day, and I have a little memory of that day. Like, I did Flitwick on our anniversary dinner with his parents. Like, it's just such a nice memory. I love it. But yeah, so that's been everything. I haven't knit on socks. I've done mostly hats this week. I did a little bit on the shawl run wrap, hat, designing a sweater. So there was a bunch of time where I was writing down numbers and doing math instead of knitting, which is probably good for my elbows, you know, so I'm not like constantly knitting, but you know, I probably prefer to be knitting. But yeah, and now I just really want to work on Jamie's hat to have that in the books. This is a sport weight yarn, so I am going to knit it on 7s instead of 6s because I want it to have more give and be more adult size. And the ribbing I typically do on a 4, a US 4. I think I'm gonna stick with that. I think. Oh, saddest puppy in the whole world. I have the window open too so that she gets a breeze, but not enough. Not enough. But yeah, so that is that's about everything. Oh, I wanted to show you. I think I showed this off last year. My friend Molly had given Gypsy, sorry. No, stop it. Had given T, because we had T last year at Halloween, does tricks for treats, and I could barely tie this around T's neck because she's a lab, so she's a bigger dog. Gypsy's a teeny weeny puppy, so I have this much left over after tying it loosely around her. I don't know why it got so faded, but it's so cute. I think I saw this at PetSmart this year, maybe. I think I saw it online too. Like Chewy, I think, had it. And I don't know if I showed this either, but I got her a Halloween cookie that I've just been hoarding. It's just so cute. Yeah, she knows there's a cookie. Like literally appears in my lap 3 seconds later. Yeah, there's a puppy. Hi, puppy. Mwah. Oh, thank you. I love you too. We're in the Babble section. Yeah. Yeah. Can I pick you up? Oh, such a big puppy. Oh, such a big puppy. This is Gypsy, my little angel. I love her very much. She loves me. Mwah. 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 Yes. She is a sweetheart. She is trouble. She is way too smart for her own good. And she likes eating hair, apparently. Okay, okay, okay. Please don't eat my ears. This is why I leave her on the ground. This is why. Oh, please. Mwah. So, Babel, things that have been going on. Well, his parents came by, which was awesome. I was really happy to see them. And they played with Gypsy, like, for an hour more. Just threw the ball for her. Just so nice. Mwah. And we've been going to the dog park daily, which is getting colder and colder and colder. But we're surviving. I have a nice warm hat. And tonight we are going to Oktoberfest, all of us, because we can't leave Gypsy alone that long. It's a bit further, because it's back in, back in Rockville. Anyone else have puppy bites like this? She's out. Getting softer, but still not the softest. All right, go to bed. There you go. She's getting better, but she's still not the softest puppy to bite. We're getting there. I hope that we will eventually get out of the biting and we will only do kisses. Only do kisses. Yeah. You're giving me a heart attack with this sweater, you know that? Oh. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get a lot done on the sweater this week. God, wouldn't it be glorious to have it for Halloween? 11 days. Can I finish the body, ribbing, or lace? Because I'm very partial to my own design, so I really love the lace bottom here. This guy. Can I do it? Can I do the ribbing or the lace? And I want at least elbow length sleeves because it's a Halloween sweater. I might want them just ever so slightly longer. No, ever so slightly longer. But yeah, so that's that. Becky came over on Sunday and helped me reorganize everything. So the closet is like packed to the nines now. I like hung up all my stuff. And like the floor is like, I don't know, can't really see it, but the floor is clean. Like, guys, I have my my banners here for our houses, and I put up this stuff in the middle the other day, and I hung up that stuff the other day, and I'm so happy here in my corner, in my happy corner. Yeah, it's really, really nice to have everything together. Oh, there's Chips. Aren't we a cute couple? We will go out, I promise. We're gonna go out. Just give me a minute, okay? Just wait. I also just gave her a brand new toy. It's like a tug-a rope thing. I have no idea where she put it down. She had it in her mouth. She dropped it at the front door. I took her out. We came back in. She picked it back up, and then I never saw it again. I've checked under the couch, checked in the blankets. Does your dog do this? Do they just like magically disappear toys? I've looked all over, and like this one was all like knotted, and she undid the knots. So then I like re-knotted it just so that she would have something to play with, because she's a puppy. And we just got her Halloween bark box, which was really cute. But she has been, there's like fur on the tails, and she's been ripping it out. So now we have to call Bark and be like, we need the tough box, because she's destroying all of the toys in a day or two. Her breed doesn't typically destroy things. And luckily she has learned that mommy's knitting is not an option. That it's not an option, but she's just, I don't know, she's just getting a little bit picky with things, like literally picking. But yeah, first coffee of the day. Oh, my phone's gone. It's okay. I sent out a bunch of orders the other day. Thank you so much to everyone who ordered the second round of Fantastic Beasts. It was a joy to dye up. I really, really hope you love them. They're slightly brighter, which I'm very pleased with. Yeah, I just think you're gonna love them. I think I'm babbling. Tonight's Oktoberfest, so I hopefully will be able to take some pictures or something there. I've been very bad with Vlogtober. I think I'm gonna call it that I'm not doing Vlogtober. I'll do Vlogmas, but I'm not doing Vlogtober. I'm still settling in, and I haven't had much to share. I do almost the same thing every day. So I'm thinking weekly Vlogmas, because there's more stuff. Like we have a wrecking Christmas party, and we have my birthday, we have Trina's birthday, and we have Christmas, we have like, I think there's a work party for Pat. Like there's just more stuff to do. So Vlogmas, I think, will be the one that I do. But yeah. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that Gypsy wasn't too distracting. I feel like we kept it to the minimum. Just want to check. Okay, she's got her toy, not the Cozy Memories blanket. I just want to thank you for stopping in. If you enjoyed it, please hit a thumbs up. If there's anything you want to chat about, please comment below. And if there's anything you need in the shop, please message me on Etsy, because I do see all of my work messages there. Please check out the shop if you haven't recently. I did add back all of the Halloween colors. Once again, they are going away on November 1st. They will not be back again until next year. So, Trolley Witch will be staying, but everybody else, Coraline, Pinup Zombie, Corpse Bride, they're all going. So if you want them, Pumpkin King, it's all going. So, don't forget that the minis update will be Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will be putting up 25. First 20 get the little castle charm, and the next 5 will get a separate charm, but it will be just as awesome, I promise. And I throw in some tea, and if you want a Bad Wolf Girl Studios button, I haven't added them into the last order because I know a lot of you are repeat offenders, and you've been ordering all of the sets. Thank you, I love you. So you don't need 10 buttons with my logo on it. If you want a button, if you're a new one, just write it in the, you know what, buy it, and then message me and say you want a button. I will add a button into your order, no problem. Because if you take the time to write me a private note, even those 3 seconds, I don't know if someone would try to carjack you. So I don't want to make you like pause and ask for a button. Buy it, come back, message me. I'll put a button in for you. All right, you guys are awesome. I've had so much fun hanging out with you today. I am super pleased with my new setup, my new everything here. Thank you everyone who has been asking about my health. I'm still waiting for my infusion. So wish me luck that everything starts moving through. And yeah, I will see you next week. So, reminding you to take it 1 cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be. And I'll see you soon. Bye!